Chief, the tropical storm that blew through, a lot of people lost power. You were one of them. Portable generators were used, which is great, but there's also dangers involved. Take us through those.
Hi, yeah, thank you. So, just so everybody knows, I got my mask down because we're very far away from everybody, so we're keeping our social distance here. But generator safety is a big deal. When we lost power for a couple days in Plainville recently, you drive around town and you had your windows down, you hear all those portable generators running. And the trick is having it in a safe place and having it hooked up in a safe manner, because those are two separate but very important things. So we have a small generator right here. This would run maybe your refrigerator by itself or a few lights, but it's not enough to run a whole house. So this isn't a very large engine that's running this. What I want to show first is that we have this outside, and it's even outside. I'm going to show you how much carbon monoxide this creates. And you can imagine what it would be if you were inside your garage trying to keep it out of the weather, your cord isn't long enough, reasons that you might have it closer inside, and what it can do to you. So this is our meter that we use for emergencies. It measures oxygen, explosive gas, carbon monoxide, and sewer gas. So it does 4 different gases. When it starts to beep, we've reached an unsafe level. So I'm going to go over here now, and I'm going to show you what happens even at 10 feet away from this thing outside, how quickly it can go off. So when we come over here, now I'm just standing about 10 feet away from the generator, and we're going to see what happens with this meter. And you can see very quickly, at 10 feet away outside with a breeze, we have an alarm. And that means that the carbon monoxide created is unsafe, and if I stayed in this location for any length of time, I could get a headache, get sick, or even worse. If the CO levels rise high enough, it can be fatal. And we see that all over the country when you have portable generators, that people die because they start up at night, power goes out at night, they put it near their garage door, they go to bed, and unfortunately they don't wake up. So there's a few things that you can do to prevent that and keep yourself safe. One, keep your generator far away, get cords that are long enough to keep it far away, and keep it away from openings like windows that are open, doors that are open, garage doors that are open. Keep that carbon monoxide out. It's a silent, with no odor gas. You can't tell this is coming into your home until it's too late. What you can do is make sure you have carbon monoxide detectors that work in your home. So you want to have them where they're supposed to be located, outside of bedrooms, on every habitable floor. Put those carbon monoxide detectors up, check them, double check them when you start your generator, make sure they're working. Just a little bit of safety, a little bit of time to keep your family safe. So we were at 10 feet away when that generator went off. So you can see that that carbon monoxide is prevalent even outside on a beautiful, calm day like today. And if I had just put that inside the garage and closed the door, it would have filled this entire apparatus bay where we keep the fire trucks very, very short time. And this also includes your vehicles too. So outside of generator safety, even running your vehicle in your garage for just 30 seconds is enough to put enough carbon monoxide in your home to cause harm. So it's very important that you start your vehicle and move it outside right away. So I'm going to turn this generator off and talk a little bit about hooking it up. So now that I showed you the carbon monoxide side of it, there's a couple things about hooking it up. The best way, when it's possible, is to have it hooked up through an automatic transfer switch or a transfer switch. What that does is it allows your generator, whether you plug it in or whether it's permanently wired, to transfer the power to your home and disconnect it from the power grid. So your generator isn't backfeeding the wires that might be down on the ground. Because when we go out, or the police or the line crews to check on these things, or the line crews to repair them, there's a possibility of them getting electrocuted because your generator is sending power back in their wire. It's very dangerous for all those involved that are trying to restore the power. So installing them in a professional manner can minimize that. Now, I also know that people don't always have transfer switches and they find alternate means of hooking it up. However you do manage to hook it up, if you're running your outlets in your home or you're doing whatever you do, of course the professional way is always the safest and recommended. But at a minimum, turn off your main breaker. By turning off your main breaker, the big breaker typically at the top of your panel, you'll prevent whatever you're doing in your home with your portable generator from getting it out to the power grid. Okay, that'll help protect us, the police, and the line crews, and anybody else who may come around a wire. So that's just a little point that by turning off your main breaker, It'll prevent it from going out to the street, and you can do what you're going to do in your home. But our recommendation is always to have a professional transfer switch installed in your home. And that way, when you plug your generator into that switch or it's permanently wired, it does it in a safe manner that protects your home from electrical hazards like fire and also the line crews on the street. So that's just a little bit on generator safety from carbon monoxide and electricity. And as always, you can reach out to us at the fire department in Plainville or perhaps in your community, and they can give you point you in the right direction or give you a hand figuring out what you need to do to be safe.